Hey YouTube, it's old Shovelhead here. Aerogarden Chronicles update 10/10/2020. Happy 10/10/2020. This is the heirloom cherry tomato, or the AG2 as I call it. Tremendous amount of growth since that last update. This is the Harvest 2019. I have not raised the light yet. However, yesterday I had to do a water change, and 3 days ago I actually harvested some of the Genovese basil and used it as a garnish for some buffalo wings that I made. And man, was it good. Can't believe how that mint just shot up over the past couple days. The parsley's actually looking like parsley, and the dill, wow, it is just amazing. It's such a beautiful plant, but it's just so amazing, the growth. And you know, remember, I set this thing up on September 11th, so today's October 10th, so it's been almost 30 days, and look at the results. I don't know how anybody could say these things are a waste of time. You know, to somebody who considers it a gadget, yeah, you might play with it for a month or two and then get bored with it, but if you really just are trying to grow some vegetables so you don't have to spend your money at the market, you can't really go wrong with something like this. I mean, these things are $100. They're going to pay themselves off in a year. That's the bottom line. And then here we have the romaine. And if you note, I've had to raise the light deck just because they're going nuts. I could probably raise it again today, but maybe I'll wait till tomorrow. Just, you know, the coloration you're seeing right there is just the lights. You can see the lights here in the deck, but or the light housing. But man, I snipped a couple off yesterday and just did a little cheater test, and man, they were so good. I'm using some old Penzeys seasoning lids to cover up the 3 unused pod openings. And a buddy of mine with a 3D printer got off a Thingiverse I guess the program, whatever you call it. When you, I don't fool around with the 3D printers, but he's going to print some of the Aerogarden plant spacers for me, so that'll be nice. I won't have to spend all that money for 25 of them. I think it's a ridiculous expense, but it's just it's amazing. So here we go, man. Here's the 3. It's 10/10/2020. This whole setup is 30 days old, starting with the one in the middle, and about a week after that one, and then about a week after that one. Although the romaine and the tomato were planted in the same Harvest 360 at the same time, but I after having doing some research, came to find that I would not be able to have a good romaine or a good tomato in the same garden. So that's the reason that we added the third one. But yeah, man, this is fantastic. And again, I want to point out just one more time, and then I'm going to end the video. This is 30 days between these 3 units, and you're getting growth that you can see. You're starting your, like I said, I got some basil out of the one in the middle. And to be able to grow vegetables in your home, you got no flies, you got no pests, you got no germicide or pesticide or anything that you're adding to it. It's just water. This one yesterday, the red light went off. Well, actually, it's not the red light, but it's the add nutrient light. So since it would be the second time that I'm adding nutrient, that would be about a 30-day period. So the Aerogarden recommends changing your water every 30 days. So, of course, that was the day that I added did a water change. I subscribe to a website called Aerogarden Addicts, and it's a phenomenal forum. It has so much information. The people are so friendly, so helpful, and one of the moderators on Aerogarden Addicts by the name of Sean had suggested that they actually rotate their pods, or he or she rotates her pods. So that was something I decided to do, and it was really, really evident when I had to do a water change on this yesterday, because to do that, you have to take the basin off of the base, right? So this basin right here has a plug around back that plugs into the power line, and that's what makes the pump recirculate. That's right, and it does that every 25 minutes for 5 minutes. So you simply pull that plug out, and it's designed to do that. You pull the plug out, and then you can lift the entire basin right out of here. So I raised the light all the way up as far as it would go, which is about a foot, and then just pulled the whole base out and took it in the kitchen, and in a dish rack, I set the deck, which had all of the, of course, has all the plants in it, and you could see the root system on each and every one of them. And what was really cool about rotating these pods was it keeps the root growth like a ball, so to speak, as opposed to a rat nest. So you have the benefit of changing the position of the plant, because this is a static light, and the sun moves, and in something like this it doesn't, because the light's static, as in it doesn't move. So rotating them is very helpful for that, but it's also very helpful for the root growth and the root system. So what you don't end up with is a big rat nest, as I said, full of roots, which is just simply going to lead to root rot. And we know that when we have root rot in hydroponics, pretty much everything's just going to suffer for it. So it was a really great idea. I was really grateful for the suggestion, and I am glad I had done it, because when I had done it and had to change the water, I did not have this gigantic, as I said again, rat nest. I mean, consider a bird nest. Let's just use that as a comparison. A bird nest is a whole bunch of weeds just woven together. And that's the same thing that's going to happen with the roots here. They're just going to weave together. And it's not a bird nest, so it's not meant to support little babies. It's a root system, so I could go on and on and on and on and on and on, but I won't. Good stuff. Highly recommend if you are looking to try to be self-sustaining, that consider trying to put away a couple of $100. I mean, these things are $100 a piece. These Harvest 2019s are running between 105 and 130 now. Seem to be going up and down. I guess they become pretty popular, but the 360s, the Harvest 360s, are still $99.99. I highly recommend going to their website, and that would be aerogarden.com, and looking at the units that they have, and then going through the seed pods that you can get, what you can grow. They have variety seed pods, like peppers and tomatoes, and those will grow together. Or you can just get, simple lettuce or salad, or the gourmet herb package, which comes with each one of them, which is really kind of cool, because every time you buy one, you're going to get a gourmet herb package with nutrient and all the things required to set that up. So you always have an extra box of gourmet herbs. So got the dill one more time, because I love making pickles. The dill is going to be so good, so I can make homemade pickles. And I can't wait to introduce some thyme to it, and some mint and some basil. And again, I just want to point out one more time, and then I'll end the video. I know I keep saying that, but this Genovese basil back here had actually reached the light deck on top, and I pruned it back and then cut, of course, the unusable stalks off, and had probably maybe 8 nice sized leaves, almost about the size of that big one right there. And I rolled them up and diced them up and threw them on top of some proper buffalo wings. Man, it just kind of, it enhances what you're doing. So I'm real big on this kind of home growing vegetable thing. I hate spending the money at the grocery store. Like I've said in previous videos, you don't eat half of what you pay for and you throw the other half away. It's just throwing money away. But you can come over here, grab yourself a pair of skizzers and cut off a few leaves and have them on a nice sandwich. So, all right. Old Shovelhead checking out. Again, happy 10/10/2020. Hope everyone's having a great Halloween October. Y'all be well, be safe, be good to each other. Love y'all. Peace.